Good morning. Welcome to the Wake Up Flow. Extra early today. We normally do a member session later in the morning. I am unavailable to do that session today, so we're doing this one early and extending it out. This will probably run approximately 30-ish minutes, which is the normal length of our member sessions. Our normal Wednesdays, we do a routine from Long White Cloud Qigong called Between Heaven and Earth. And in the last couple weeks, we've added back something we used to do back in the days when we just called this simply mindful movement. And it's called Gaolin walking. It's a form of walking Qigong. You can think of it as really just very mindful walking, but there are a few nuances. And we'll start with that. So I'll kind of quickly run you through those to begin. So as we walk, we want to strike our entire foot on the ground. So strike heel first, and then roll off the toe. And as we're walking, it's always heel, midfoot, toe, heel, midfoot, toe. So that's the first step. We're walking in a circle. Most typically, you can go back and forth. That's fine too. I'm in an area here, roughly 5 by 5, maybe 6 by 6. And that's enough to do a small circle, a little smaller than what we would do if we were doing something like Bagua, which is another form of Qigong walking. Second piece, as we're walking, arm swing and a little bit of body turn. So as we're walking, go ahead and let the momentum of the arm swing turn your upper torso just a little bit, and just look out over the shoulder as your body turns. And part 3, where the magic happens, is the breath. Just like in our standing routines, the breath is a key piece here. And don't worry if you don't get all of these together right away. It takes a little bit of, there's a lot going on. So the way the breath works is on our left step, we're going to take 2 sips of breath in. And then on the right step, we're going to exhale that entire breath. So as we walk, 2 sips of breath in, 2 sips of breath in. So you have to slow your body down in order to kind of match up with the breath. And we want to be mindful about the body posture and the way we're doing the walking. So we walk heel, midfoot, toe on each foot. We're walking in a circle. And quite naturally, once you kind of get the feel for that, the body swing, the arm swing, turning the body will come fairly naturally, and then add the breath. So we'll do this for 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, and we'll go in both directions. So I'll take a couple of minutes going in one direction, and then we'll turn around, and we'll go in the other direction, and then we'll gather everything back in, and we'll go through the routine called Between Heaven and Earth to open the extraordinary meridians. This Gaolin walking in China, in traditional Chinese medicine, is to this day used for cancer therapy. So it's Qigong is still a very prominent part of traditional Chinese medicine. And kind of the benefits that you'll feel from it initially, because we're striking the entire foot, there are meridian lines that run all the way down through the legs to the feet. There are 6 of the meridian lines that actually run all the way through the feet. So by striking the entire foot, we're stretching and activating and working with those meridians in the foot. But let's just get down to it. So 2 sips of breath in on the left foot, full breath out on the right foot, and we'll go for a few minutes, getting a little bit of movement on each side. So I can't see you, so you can go at your own pace, and then I'll gather you back up so we do the flow today. All right, here we go. And you might want to start by just getting the foot strike correct. Make sure that you're coming down on the heel, rolling through the midfoot, pushing off the toe. You may find me getting a little wobbly here and there. This is my first day back vertical after a bit of a foot injury last weekend. We did our sessions seated Monday and Tuesday. And once you're kind of comfortable that you have the foot strike down, and go ahead and consciously add the arm swing. and get two pieces working, and then add the breath. There's been quite a bit of research done on the various walking techniques and the benefits they have. And as you might guess from the breathing, one of the things that happens when you do a few minutes of this Gaolin walking is your blood oxygen level rises. I'm going to take one more little loop here, and then I'm going to change direction. All right, I'm going to change it up now. So let's take one more loop around our spaces. And when you get back to the beginning, just pause in our kind of neutral starting position. Feet about hips width apart, torso erect, knees kind of soft and bouncy. Head nice and vertical, almost as if being pulled up by a string. That'll tuck back the chin. And let's take a couple of breaths here. Do just a little bit of regular warm-up. Let's begin to turn the upper torso from side to side, keeping the feet rooted, just letting the arms swing free. And once you pick up a little bit of a rhythm to that, go ahead and close the hands into loose fists, and then begin tapping on the lower belly, lower back. A couple of acupressure points here. Help us wake up our energy. And let's deepen out long, steady breaths. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And then taking the out breath through either the mouth or the nose. And drawing that breath down deep into the belly. Abdominal breathing throughout. Part of the sequence, we do pattern breathe. So breath and movement are harmonized. There are a couple of sets of or groupings of forms that we're just breathing naturally through here. And then let's just let the arms go kind of loose, kind of ragdollish. And turn that tap with a fist into a open hand, just a little bit of a slap up and over the shoulder. And continuing to tap on the lower back. Getting the shoulders loosened up. And go ahead and consciously start shifting your weight from side to side. That will naturally happen. Don't constrain it. You should feel a little bit of roll from the inside to the outside of each foot. Strengthening the ankles. Promoting a little bit of flexibility in the ankles. Which in turn helps our balance. And one of the things both Tai Chi and Qigong are very noted for in studies is they greatly reduce the risk of falling. Now let's come back down to the lower belly. Let's float the hands off the body. Turn that tap into a reach. And let the momentum of that arm swing pick up that trailing heel off the floor. Get a little forward, backward work in the foot, as well as the side to side. And then let's get ready to connect this to the breath. Slowing it down. And then gradually shrink it down until we come back to rest in our neutral position we call Wuji. And then let's connect to the breath. Breathing in, spread the shoulder, or spread the elbows apart, squeeze the shoulders together. And then as you breathe it out, fold it all in and round the back. Very gentle here. Stay inside your comfort zone as you arch on the way up. And again, as you gently round the back. You can work yourself through a little tightness, but if you're feeling any pain, you're going a little bit too far. Just letting the body follow the breath now. Breathing in, we rise and expand. Breathing out, we relax and release. For the last few of these, let's add a little turn to the top. Again, gentle. Come back to center to breathe out. Let's do one more of those on each side. Last one. And then rise back up and relax into that neutral position. Take a deep breath. And let's begin. Between heaven and earth, activating the center. Hand over hand. Place those over the lower belly, just a little bit below your navel. And then let's begin to massage in circles around your belly button. So massaging our lower dantian. You can go in either direction. We'll go both ways. And you can let the pressure here be as firm as you'd like it to be. And let's change direction. When we're doing Qigong, we're working with our natural energy, our Qi. And this lower dantian area is said to be our energy center. And let's let the hands just relax back to the side. Move on to the second part of Between Heaven and Earth, called expanding the body space. Let's bring our hands up, palms facing each other, in front of the heart. And then as you breathe out, spread the palms apart from each other. Long breath out. Look first over one hand, and bring your head across, looking out over the other palm. Breathing in, bring the hands back in front of the heart. Breathing out, long breath out. Spread the hands out, looking first over one side and then the other. Let's do that one more time on each side. Breathing in as the hands come in. Breathing out as the hands spread apart. Put your gaze over each hand. One more time. Expanding the body space to the sides. Now let's expand up and down. First looking up, and then looking down. Breathing in, hands change places. Breathing out, gazing up, gazing down. And then let's expand the body space back in front. The out breath, first looking behind, then looking forward. And let's come back together, hands switch places. Long out breaths here. And the hands relax down. One palm in front of your belly button. Take the other palm and kind of put it on the side here. We're going to prepare to turn. So breathing in, turn, keep the palm, both palms turn toward the body. Breathing out, come back across. Both palms face the body, breathing in. Out. We call this activating our sash meridian, our belt meridian. Third time. Breathe in. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in on this side. Turn, breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Come back to center. And we move on to moving our energy along the microcosmic orbit. So first of all, breathing in, pulling the energy up the back, over the crown of the head. Turn the palms down, press the energy down, pulling it down our front. Again, up the back, over the crown of the head, and down. One more time. direction, drawing the earth energy up over the crown of the head, pressing the heavenly energy down our back. Last one. Moving on. Connecting heaven and earth now. Pressing overhead. Inhale. A bit of a squat. Stay within your comfort zone. And then press up overhead. Breathing in. Breathing out. This one's called roots and branches. So our feet are firmly rooted into the floor, or if you're so fortunate to be outside the ground, our hands reach up, become the branches extending to the sky. Let's take two more. Last one. Relax the hands down, let them come to rest on the waist. Shift the weight to one side and step out onto the ball of one foot and begin to rotate that leg as we spiral the energy up the body. A series of spiraling movements. Feet, ankles, and leg first, then the hips, and then we'll stir the clouds, and we'll end the spiraling with the whole upper torso. Let's get a few turns in each direction here. And then relax, shift the weight over to the other side, and repeat on the other side. A few turns in each direction. And then relax back, nice neutral center position. And keeping the head mostly stationary, rotate at the hips. Drawing big circles with the hips. And let's get a few in each direction. And then take one hand, let it float skyward, and draw circles, stirring the clouds. And draw circles in both directions, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Get a few one direction, and switch, and go the other direction. And relax that hand down, let the other one take its place, stirring the clouds. This spiraling motion puts us in harmony with nature. You'll find spirals everywhere. And like the other side, get a few in each direction. And then relax that hand back down. Now the entire upper torso, let the head lead now. So head, neck, spine stay neutral to each other. I see Zen Kitty is awake. And like the others, a few in each direction. And then relax back to center. Connect the energy of heaven and earth. Arms rise overhead. Palms turn toward the sky. And you're gazing out between the thumb and forefingers. A few nice deep breaths here as we hold in this position. This part of the sequence is called just simply connecting. The energy of heaven and earth. We are the bridge. And then on an exhale. And it'll take more than one breath. I want to very slowly let the arms float down. At least 2 breaths here. Returning to our neutral position. Hold here for a moment. This stand here in our neutral Wuji position is one of the postures of standing Qigong called a Zhanzhuang. And you can close your eyes as we kind of breathe it to the finish now. And then after a few breaths, still keep your eyes closed. Let your hands come together, hand over hand, and place those back over the lower belly, lower dantian, back where we started. Returning the energy to the center. Take one more nice deep breath in. And as you release that breath, go ahead, open your eyes, release the hands out to the sides, give everything a little shake out. Thanks for joining me for our extended flow this morning. That was our Gaolin Walking Wednesday and the long white cloud routine called Between Heaven and Earth. Have a great day. Namaste.